Hello everyone, and in today's topic we are going to discuss a very important topic, which is India's abstention and UN General Assembly Gaza ceasefire resolution. So let's start it. So let's discuss why everybody is talking about it and why it is in news recently. So basically, UN General Assembly voted on the Gaza's humanitarian ceasefire resolution. 153 countries supported, 10 opposed, and 23 abstained, including India. India abstained, which means India did not vote yes or did not say no either. India's abstain created major international discussion. Later on, in a similar resolution with better wording, India voted yes. This shows that India looked at each resolution carefully before voting. And this is very important because this tells us Indian foreign policy is independent, careful, and based on specific issues, not on fixed positions. You can see here. Now, what was the resolution? So, the resolution was very simple. It asked for immediate humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza, condemned civilian death, asked for humanitarian aid access, uh, and was non-binding. Non-binding, basically, this means countries do not have a legal obligation to follow them, but they show global opinions. Next, we have how did countries vote. So basically 153 countries voted in favor, 10 countries were against, including US and Israel, 23 countries abstained, including India. India's abstained because the resolution did not mention the October 7 Hamas attack. India said terrorism must be condemned clearly in any resolution. Here was the actual official reason. Now let's see what was India's statement. So India's statement was civilian on both sides must be protected. Terrorism is unacceptable under any circumstances. Peace requires hostage release, humanitarian aid, and diplomacy. India support a two-state solution, peace on both sides. Let's see India's history. To understand India's voting, we must look at our past. So let's see. From the past, we'll see from 1947 to 1992, India fully supported Palestine and did not have a full diplomatic tie with Israel. After 1992, India built a strong relationship with Israel in defense and technology but continued to support Palestine politically. Since 2014, India's approach has changed. India's policy has become balanced or issue-based. India studies every UN resolution carefully. Sometimes we vote yes, sometimes no, and sometimes abstain, depending upon the wordings. Why it is important? Here it is written why it is important in every slide. You can just check. Now let's see why India abstained. So India abstained mainly due to 5 reasons. So the first reason was resolution did not condemn the Hamas attack on October 7. India believed terrorism should always be condemned clearly. Second reason was India wanted to balance relationship with both sides, Israel and the Arab countries. Third reason was India follows strategical autonomy, which means India make decision independently, not under pressure from other countries. Fourth, around 80 lakh Indians live and work in the Middle East. India cannot take extreme positions that may risk their safety. Fifth was India's diplomatic style is calm, careful, and neutral, so abstention fits the right approach. That was also a reason. Now let's see what are the benefits and what are the concerns of this decision. So let's see the positive side first. So India as an independent issue-based voter maintains strong ties with Israel in defense and technology, avoids direct confrontation with Arab countries, Arab world, reinforces India's anti-terrorism global image. Concerns are basically we're drifting away from our historical Palestine support. Humanitarian positions appear diluted to some voters. Some says that India's humanitarian position did not did not came out that strongly. Next, let's see the challenges. India faces big challenge in such situation. One challenge is balancing basically our moral responsibility with national interest. Terrorism must be condemned, but humanitarian suffering must also be addressed. Second challenge is risk to Indian workers in Middle East. If conflict increases, it can cause risk to their lives. Third is India faces pressure from many sides, Israel, Arab countries, and Western countries too. Fourth is India wants to be seen as a responsible global power, so every vote matters in that situation. Now, here you can see why it is relevant from UPSC perspective and why you should study it. Next, here is a MCQ. You can just see it and you can take a screenshot if you want. Next, here is a question which if you want you can answer, and here is a summary of whatever we have studied. You can take a screenshot or read it maybe later on. And thank you so much for seeing this session till the end, and thank you for watching it till here, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you so much.